What is up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Danny Okoye is signed, sealed, delivered, going to be a Sooner next year. And wow, number one player, arguably the number one player, ranked the number one player in the state of Oklahoma. Going to be an edge rusher. Very excited to get Danny Okoye on campus. We've had him on the Sooner Surge before. Just a great, charismatic young guy. Going to be a leader in this program, Jay.
Yeah, a guy with a tremendous upside, just athletically, kind of an athletic freak with his size, with his strength. I mean, you've seen him in the weight room and what he can do. I think he's a guy that's going to, 3 years down. I mean, he's going to be unbelievable. And a guy that you really kind of on his whole recruitment kind of was a weird, kind of a late comer for OU. And then once they got him on, it was over, and he committed. And looking at him with his size on the end. I mean, at Noah, he's played. I mean, you name the position, he's played it. He's played everywhere because he's that athletic, dude. I mean, he is so athletic. So I can just imagine getting him with Schmitty, getting Chavis there, just having him focus on defensive end. I can't imagine just the ceiling for this guy.
I mean, the ceiling is playing on Sundays. He's going to have that.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to have the opportunity, especially focusing and honing in on one position. The size wise, he's going to be someone who can, easily put some weight on with that frame and get to be maybe a guy like Thibodeau was at Oregon, who's playing on Sundays and making a lot of plays on Sundays and one of the best pass rushers in the game. And Jay, the other thing that I like about Danny Okoye, and as we listen to him, there's those that are going to say, well, the competition that Danny Okoye is up against in high school is kind of not really good. Well, obviously, he begs to differ, and he's even said, and I'm going to paraphrase it, he's not scared of competition. He embraces it, and for those that say that, they're going to see that he is going to welcome and cherish that opportunity to go against the best in the world.
Well, and I think he even said, hey, maybe the competition isn't as good in high school ranks, but he goes to these camps and faces the best guys, and he still dominates. So that's proof in the pudding right there. When you get up against him and you still do well, you don't need a whole lot on tape. He can perform, and that's what he's done in all the camps. You look at him with Stone and some of these guys. I love his attitude. Kind of like hey, me against the world. Kind of like he just got that attitude back against, well, let's go. And you find him in an alley. He's gonna fight for you, and that's what he's gonna do at Oklahoma. He's gonna be a dog. And some of these guys they got this year on that line, they haven't had this type of talent, I would say, on a recruiting class in a while on the line. And so excited to see how he does. I mean, he's also a guy, when you think about it, he's trained a little bit under Chief, and that's going to help. I mean, I just see a lot of upside for him, man.
Yeah, he is one that we've had constant conversations saying that he may be the best of the power line. Now, obviously, that's going to time's going to tell on that. This power line is elite. One of the reasons it's so elite is Danny Okoye is a part of it. And I tell you, again, you mentioned athletic freak. He's got all the tools. He's got the intangibles. I think he's got the work ethic as well. He's going to be on campus, and he's going to try to get some playing time early. I think he's going to push for that and maybe have an opportunity. That edge room is pretty deep, though. It's not like it's bare. There's a lot of dudes there, and it's going to be some great competition.
Yeah, and he's also another guy, and we talked to a few of these guys that have signed now, but he's one of them he's a very likable guy. If you're talking about OU fan base, I mean, he's a guy you can he's going to be out there, and he's going to say what's on his mind. I think that's kind of the type of guy he is, whether it be on the field or off. And I think he can back it up. That's the thing. He can back it up, and he's going to have to back it up. And listen, he's going to be young. I get it, but I think, like you said, I think he can get some playing time early. I think he's that talented. But we'll see. Some of these guys we've talked about before, some of them don't have the body to go in and just boom right away. But I
Yeah,
think Okoye is a guy that can. I think he's got the build a little bit.
I think he needs to put some weight on, and he will. See how quickly that weight gets on. But what he lacks in that area, I think his quickness, his explosiveness off the ball on the edge is hard to block because of that. He's someone who can get up underneath you. He can spin. Obviously, he's played offense. He's punted. Like you said, he's done a lot of different things that a lot of edge guys don't do. So, with all those skills that he has, all that put together, I think makes for the potential to be an elite edge rusher in the SEC. And again, time is going to tell. You can't make these sayings that, oh, this guy's going to start from day one. I just don't think you can do that right now.
You can't. Look at PJ.
I'm not here to do that. I just know that Danny Okoye has a lot going for him for being an elite edge rusher. And I know that Miguel Chavis and the staff did a great job in recruiting him. Again, he's in the backyard. He's an Oklahoma guy. This was one that Sooner fans and Sooner staff and whoever you want to say knew that this is someone OU had to land, and they do it here today. They officially get him signed, sealed, and delivered, Jay.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before with the Oklahoma thing, like with Brent Venables. He's wanting to really dominate the state of Oklahoma in recruiting. Another guy that's the number one ranked, he got him. And that's what you have to do. You got to win your state, first of all. I mean, obviously you got to recruit nationally, and they are. But if you got the number one player in your state of Oklahoma, you got to get him, and they did. They landed him. And, you talked about starting or whatever. Look at PJ last year. PJ didn't really get a whole lot of playing time, and he was a 5-star. So who knows? Who knows? And Brent Venables' defense, it's not simple. So there is a lot of the learning factor of that. Even on DN, whether it be zone read, whatever, there's a lot to learn. So, but I think he's a guy that's going to come in. Obviously, the dude's a hard worker. He grinds, especially in the weight room. The dude really hits it hard in the weight room. Sooner fans are going to be excited about this guy. How can you not be? Anytime, I'll say this, Sooner fans. We had him on the podcast. Anytime somebody from Surge sees him, he's like, hey, guys, I mean, very cordial,
man. Very cordial, very friendly. He's got a cool story from homeschool. Maybe going to follow in the footsteps of a Tim Tebow who played on Sundays, who was a homeschooler. So I just think, a lot of cool things with Danny Okoye. And maybe the coolest thing is he's going to be a Sooner. He's signed, he's sealed, he's delivered. Danny Okoye. And
he's going to deliver too. He's going to
what? He's going to deliver. He's going to deliver some hits, some blows to some QBs, opposing quarterbacks in the SEC, where it just means more. And this one means a whole lot more. Danny Okoye, a Sooner. Thanks for being a part of the Sooner Surge. Make sure you're subscribed. If not, click the button. Until next time, Boomer.
Sooner.